Hello guys, NautoAisDx once again, and this is the MmGS vlog for the month of November. So the first thing I'll be talking about here, not particularly in order, as unlike what it said to my update, is the first thing I want to talk about here. It's probably not going to be a lot. Is my thoughts on the Paris Game Week with PlayStation. So here's a little bit of the backstory. If you remember a long time ago, I gave my thoughts on how PlayStation or Sony computer entertainment will not be on Gamescom. Instead, they're gonna be on Paris Games Week. So they did. That's what happened last week. And they were there. They have their own conference showing what games they're gonna show for the future of PlayStation. Not only in Europe, but also in America and in Japan. Remember, like I said before, that Gamescom, E3, and Tokyo Game Show may be their own specialized conference in their own respected country, but it does also intertwine with other countries. So Paris Game Week is no different. So some of the things that interesting, again, not in particular in order for the Paris Game Week was, the first thing was Street Fighter V. So, wouldn't be surprised. And again, for people who don't know, Street Fighter V is exclusive for PlayStation 4 because Sony is funding the game. So, first of all, one of the surprises, Dalsim was revealed to be the last classic character that's going to be in Street Fighter V. And I'll probably give my thoughts about it in the long run. About the rosters of Street Fighter V, that'll be a different vlog. So, kind of surprising, like, why Dalsim? Who knows? So, of course, I heard also that there was actually a leak that happened, because one is that when they had the beta phase for the PC, well, thanks to data miners, they were finding some hints of some characters going to be Street Fighter V, and one of them was Dalsim. And of course, Paris Game Week accidentally leaked the footage of Dalsim. And then, of course, the actual conference, there you go, Dalsim. But the plot twist was there that not only Dalsim was revealed, Ono basically said that once the game is released, oh, by the way, the game will be released on February 16 of 2016. Yeah, kind of familiar. Even if you know what I'm talking about, yes, most Capcom Fighter games are always released between February to March. Street Fighter Cross Tekken did it. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 did it. Street Fighter 4 did it. Excuse me. And now Street Fighter 5, February 16. And not only that, once that game is out, that couple of months, there will be, or every 2 months, they'll finally reveal, like they can release one new character every 2 months, and that's going to be a total of 6 more characters as DLC. And again, you don't have to pay for these characters. You can actually use fight money. That's the best part. You use fight money to get your character, costume, whatever. So you don't need to use real money like in the past game. So that's awesome. Another one that was interesting to me was transition from Street Fighter V is Tekken 7. I also like Tekken, believe it or not. So yeah, one of my all-time favorite Tekken is Tag Team Tournament 2. I like the rosters. So now they finally revealed that in 2016, Tekken 7 is going to be on the PlayStation 4. Will it be also be the Xbox One? Well, of course, it was a PlayStation conference. You're not going to mention about Xbox One. We'll just have to wait and see. But according to Harada, then the PlayStation 4 version will have exclusive content. Whatever it is, I don't know. But remember in the past, since Tekken 3, 4, and 5, and I guess we'll put in 6. Oh, heck, let's just put the Tag Tournament also. Tag Tournament 1 and 2. Yeah, they have some extra content that wasn't on the arcade version. That's always been a rather thing. Like, especially the best one, it's in Tekken 3. They added, like, more characters, like Gon, like a weird, like, additional mode. Tekken 4 had the Tekken Force mode. It was really just, it wasn't that good. Even Tekken 5 was actually good, playing as the minigame Devil with Jin. That was actually pretty good game, pretty awesome. That not only that, it comes with Tekken 1, 2, and 3. And then 6, it had a story mode, but how it plays, how the control scheme is, no. Yeah, it wasn't that good, but that's a different story. But yeah, so Tekken 7, no difference. Console, they're probably gonna have some console exclusive that's not on the arcade. Probably one, more characters, more new characters. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So that's an awesome part. Other game they showed was more of Dawn Horizon. Looks interesting. We'll just have to see what it is. And then they focus on PlayStation VR. I don't, right now I'm still skeptical about it, but they did show a trailer, like how the VR works, and even one that was actually interesting. My part was they did like a PlayStation VR game of The Walk based on that movie The Walk with Gordon Elliott, the kid from Batman, or the Dark Knight Rising, or the Dark Knight Rising, what's his name? The the one with Christian Bale, the Batman with Christian Bale. You know, my least favorite Batman movie. I prefer the Tim Burton one, but that's just me. Anyway, yeah, they did that game, like an interactive movie game, and they made people wear it and pretended they were walking on tightrope, and they felt like, wow, they were really feeling it. So again, but still, I don't know. Some of the games are like some sort of Metroid Federation Force mini game type thing, some competition. And then, of course, Until Dawn, they have their horror game with the VR. So again, I don't know yet. I'm still skeptical about it. But the interesting part is that Gran Turismo will be on PlayStation VR and Tekken 7 also PlayStation VR. So my guess in Tekken 7 is the VR version, PlayStation VR version, is gonna be like the first person mode on Tekken 2 when you do the code. They're probably gonna do it, and it's gonna be way different. Excuse me, so we'll just have to wait and see and what happened. So, anyway, what else? Yeah, they basically focus on PlayStation VR most of the time. Like the conference wasn't really interesting after a while, unfortunately, even for a Sony fan. But the thing again that made me disappointing is they did not mention a price drop for the Vita. I really hope they do. I hope Black Friday they do a PlayStation Vita price drop, because once they do that, I'm finally gonna get one. Yeah, maybe in Paris week, but then that's already after Black Friday. But they gotta mention a PlayStation Vita price drop. It gotta be now. They already did it with the PlayStation 4. Why not do it with the Vita? I don't know. But the good thing was that one of my predictions, what I wanted from Sony, actually came true. Not only a price drop for the PlayStation 4, but an official remote control for the PlayStation 4. Yeah, unfortunately it's $30, but whatever, we'll see what happens. Maybe there's a sale on Black Friday. But yeah, they finally have an official PlayStation 4 controller. Awesome. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the PlayStation Paris Week. You know, it was some good games. Interesting game. They focus on PlayStation VR. We'll see what happens in the long run. So, thanks for listening with that one. And the next one is, I have no idea. So stay tuned.